Marisha and you're watching English with Marisha. If you're not familiar with me, so I am your American English coach. I guide you through the accent, American English pronunciation. But in this video, it's going to be a little bit different because as you guys know from visiting my website that there are tons of things that I'm going to cover now or in the future about business, tech, motivation, leadership, or even self-help. So today's video is about leadership, self-help, or motivation. You can call three of them. That video comes in three of the categories. And this video is about how to become successful. Well, what comes in your mind when you think to become successful? Well, you think that there's fame, the people are liking you, you're having money, you're a millionaire, or you're spending a lot, and that's how you're successful. But eventually, when you'll go through the steps of success, you'll know what the real and definition of success. The real definition of success is divided into three things, like I've divided into 3 points. I'm going to read them out for you and going to explain each of them. And after that, you will definitely change your mindset of going through the track and looking at the success or going after success. So let's get started with the tip first. So the most important thing that you want to get in success is do what you love. Well, what do you mean by when you do what you love? It's about what you're passionate or what you're enthusiastic about. If you're enthusiastic about art, painting, or you're enthusiastic about spreading knowledge like I am doing about English or different fields. So you have to find really out what you want to be and what you want to. Are you looking at for the long term? Like if you are feeling that you're great at decorations, so you might have the interior designing courses that you can do, and then you can instruct it to anyone else. And on the YouTube, you can go for that. So it might be having your vision. You have to have the long-term vision for this, that you're doing what you love. If you're passionate about babysitting, go for that. But you have to also think that it can never become your future. If you're babysitting, maybe it can be your future because you love it, but it can never long last. So what do you have to do instead? Go for finding your love, finding your passion, finding your enthusiasm, and that way you can do it. So for me, my love was to study English. I loved studying English and American accent, and then I decided to instruct you guys. But then on that journey, I felt like, okay, if I'm learning a language, I'm not learning it to deliver it or to teach someone else, but I'm learning it to conquer my goals, and that wasn't my end goal. So I started doing a lot of different things, like became the innovative motivational speaker, or just invented 2 rules, which after that, which I'm be known as the entrepreneur as well. So in that way, I did all of those things and I went through them. So the second tip, it's going to be so good, you have to implement it. Just the game is implementation and your magic is too. The second most important tip that you have to focus on is knowing what your goal is. Now, we all know that I've just already made a video on New Year's resolutions. We make resolutions that we're going to accomplish all of these things in this year, and whatever you're going to do, whatever. But in the middle of the year, what if you want to have something, you've got just a new idea. Like recently, I've been learning about American Sign Language. I went through different videos and I focused on that American Sign Language. And I felt like, oh my gosh, this also exists in the world. I didn't know. Where am I living? So after that, I felt like, okay, it's becoming my interest. Let's practice American Sign Language. After waking up, during the day, whenever I was free, I just started learning American Sign Language. I just started using that because I knew that I love it, and now let's try it. Now give it a try. Maybe it can be my future, but I didn't know it. So start something new and start what you love. I've already discussed about it, but your goal should be the main thing to focus on your destination. Remember, your journey is as important as your destination, and according to that journey, you have to have little goals, and those goals should be leading by the dreams. So when you make small little baby goals that you have to go through, like the baby steps you want to climb off, then you create a new dream. First you look at the dream, right? When you dream, then you try to accomplish that dream. And by that accomplishing dream, you only have to have good goals that will lead you towards your dream. And then it leads you to your destination. And that's it. That's all the game is. So you have to create small little goals. I'm not saying the goals should be like big ones that you have to go start your own company or go visit for a job or something like that. I'm not saying it to you, but you can do something else. Like make small little goals. Getting up early, doing yoga, doing meditation, drinking this much glass of water per day. This is how you're going to lead toward the biggest goal. But you have to know that in order to get success, this goal shouldn't be much. Like if you're getting up early, this can be a micro habit that will help you during your journey to success. But this cannot be your success. And your goals can be your success. So try to do something big. Like you are getting up early, you're doing the yoga, it's okay. But you're reading per day, and that's going to be helping you. You're reading and picking up the books which you love, maybe fantasy book, and you're started to writing all of that, visualizing all of the things and putting that down on a piece of paper. Now it's your initial, you're not having anything, you don't know what you're going to do, but you're just stepping up for writing that book, and that would be the basic part of it. Or maybe one day you will be a great publisher. That's what I did for myself. I knew I had a goal that I'm going to write my book because I've been teaching students American English, but I want to just go forward to the American grammar and let's twist them out. So I said, okay, if I cannot create lessons on American grammar, because I was really interested in American accent, so let's create a book for them. And then I started writing the book and voila, it was there. So this is how you can accomplish it. Now let's move to the tip number 3. So what I'm telling you right now is the head of those 2 habits that I told you, tips. The 3rd tip is most important, gonna help you a lot. It's about making a schedule. Why do I always force you to make a schedule before starting something? Because I'm that person, if I don't have those spreadsheets and all of the things and my goals are written properly and clearly, I can never start working on them. And this is not a bad habit. This is absolute amazing habit. And I would recommend you guys that but before your goals are scattered in your head and before starting them off, just by scattering all them and then figuring one out and then popping that in. So it's going to be a hurdle, right? So you have to go for making a schedule, and that is going to be a great self-help. You have to write all of the goals you want to accomplish in future in for 5 years or maybe 5 months. It's your visualization, but whatever you want to just focus on. So write all of those goals down. And then after doing that, you have to go for that. Okay, this is my priority. Let's check it off. So all of these things are going to give you the energetic thing, like the thing that a term I want to call is dopamine. You give your dopamine a happiness, a sense of reflection on your goals when you just write them down. And when you even feel, okay, I'm energized to do this thing. So you have to write it down because you want to motivate yourself just by writing them down. And just by thinking of them, visualizing on them that, whoa, what am I going to look like if I'm going to own this or whatever your goals are. So make a schedule. I have tons of spreadsheets right now that were just up there on the wall, but I just took them off because of creating and filming the video. So whatever. The main purpose of telling you is that you have to make your own schedule and all of those little things that you have to focus on. The paperwork and all of those, it's going to help you. No matter what, you are going to do that, and I bet you're going to accomplish those goals 10x easier than you were accomplishing when they were scattered in your head. The other thing I want to say, it's not the tip, but it's included in it. It's the multitasking or multitasking. So what is that basically? Well, when you have different things in your head and you want to do it, it's your multitasking. It's not what I told you. It's not scattered in your head, but basically it's your priority that you want to accomplish. It's about multitasking. What I do is basically multitasking, and I cannot sometimes focus on one thing, and that's what I'm grateful for. If I'm getting focused on one thing, I'm getting deep down in one thing, I cannot do a lot of things, and because of that, I'm grateful that I'm a multitasker and I just switch things off. Maybe some people say that it's not good for your health or your brain, but I feel like, okay, until it's working, I'm gonna make it work, and I'm gonna do all of the things which I have the dream of doing. So the multitasking is something like this. Let me tell you, what am I and what am I doing to be known as multitasking? People ask me, you're doing a lot of things. How can you just manage time doing all of it? So I say, I'm a multitasker. And how does that work? Well, let me tell you right now. I'm a blog writer, I'm a code creator, I'm a course creator, will be, or maybe right now, because I've just launched one of them. I don't know, maybe you saw it or not. It's on my website, and I'm an author of the book Grammar It's Fun. Now it's revealed. You can check it out in my previous video if you don't know about it. I'm going to go briefly on that. So Grammar It's Fun, the book. And then I'm a content creator creating videos on American accent about the coach. Then I'm going to talk about the business, tech, leadership, self-help, and motivation. And I've already talked about the tech and all that stuff in some of my previous videos, right? I remember. So all of that. And then I'm a blog writer as well. Then I do a lot of things and I get so much tired doing all of it, but I'm a multitasker. And on the other hand, I'm also taking my school with all of the things, and my studies are a priority and they're going really well, and that's why I'm not consistent. So multitasking is good. Some people say, okay, you just have to get down to one goal and just start accomplishing all of those. Okay, what you think you have to accomplish. Maybe we have learned master of all, jack of all, master of none. But I try to say to you, let's take it a positive way. Master, a jack of all or master of one. Focus on one thing, and one is my school. And I'm jack of all of the things that I'm doing, okay? So I'm gonna tell you why am I a multitasker and why it is a successful person's sign. I'm a multitasker just because, as you know, I am American English. I'm an American English accent coach, so I teaches you that, and I create videos on business, tech, motivation, leadership, self-help, and I'm just trying to double down all of these things. Then on the other hand, I am the author of Grammar It's Fun. Then I am the blog writer. I am a course creator. I've created a course for you guys. They're not yet uploaded, but I will do them. So I'm the course creator. I'm a code writer, so I write codes. If you don't know that, go visit community post. I wrote a lot of codes. They're available on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, a lot of different media platforms. So I go for them for reach and all of that work. Then I'm the entrepreneur, the young multifaceted entrepreneur. In order to combine all of them things, I'm a young multifaceted entrepreneur, as I've also discovered 2 rules: the link and fluency rule and priority and position. If you don't know priority and position, I'm going to reveal it to some of the next videos, but I'm going to do that soon. So all what I'm doing is this, and that is too much. Like, I'm also the innovative motivational speaker, so it's sometimes too much hard for me to focus on one thing, and on the other hand, I'm taking my school with my studies and all that. So it's just a lot on my plate, but I feel like okay, and I feel like grateful, because that makes me apart from other students, and that makes me a successful person living a successful and healthy life. So that is multitasking. So people keep telling me, okay, jack of all, master of none. I'm not that. Basically, people tells every single one who does really something out of the box or something new, creative on the way, but I'm going to tell you, you have to think in a positive way, like jack of all, master of one. Become master of one, and I'm the master of school, but jack of all of the things which are going under it. So that was all from me for the day. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and if you like me, keep supporting me. Now I have an army of 1.15k subscribers. Thank you, and give it a thumbs up. And there are a lot of people who are watching my videos but haven't subscribed yet, so I would just advise them to subscribe it to satisfy the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much, and I hope to keep the great work up and create the motivational and business and tech ideas and new videos off. Alright, so let me know in the comment box if you would like any of the categories from this video, so I will create it in the next one. Bye!